everybody, this is Digby. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by, and today we're doing something quite different. We are taking a look at SnowRunner. Now, SnowRunner is a sequel to Mudrunner, which was a quote-unquote reimagining of the original game Spin Tires. Now, Spin Tires is probably one of the greatest, off-road, playing in the mud kind of terrain and physics simulation things ever. And it went through a lot of hell when it was its existence. It got picked up and reimagined by a different company as Mudrunner, which was then probably, well, they basically revamped the maps. They kept all the really, really good stuff, and it was a really, really, really good game. I mean, there's a lot of terrain damage and stuff. Well, you'll see anyway. And SnowRunner is the much bigger, much heftier sequel to it. And I'm not going to go into, well, we'll go into a little bit of detail. So, yeah, basically, let me see. Oh, yeah, because I got to go into garage. Yeah, the big changes are you've got your garages, but like the maps, you have different areas. Let me take a look at the global map. Yeah, so you have 3 different regions. We're in Michigan right now, which is kind of the muddy, crappy beginning. Alaska, which is all snow and ice, and I haven't checked this one out yet, but the Tamir, which is essentially a combination of both, and I assume is a much more difficult. So I very much enjoyed Mudrunner. Oh, let me go back to where we were. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I really, really, really like Mudrunner, and then they started doing the free DLC, which were new maps for the game, and they were, and no offense to the devs, trust me, I love your game, I love it a lot, but the new maps were really stupidly easy, and I don't know, I was really hoping this one's going to be a lot more challenging. I have done, as you can see, this map, which by the way is massive. Yeah, this is huge, huge compared to the original maps in Spin Tires. But yeah, all I've done so far is, because I installed this game last night when it came out, and I've done basically the tutorial. And I've gone to Alaska, and I kifed the truck there and put it back in the garage and drove around for about 10 seconds. But yeah, you unlock these dark areas by finding these towers. The watchtower. And you basically have to drive up to it, and that will unlock the black areas. And then there's a lot of, this game has something that Spin Tires didn't, which is it's got a ton of customization. You can upgrade your engines, you can basically build a truck to suit whatever job you want to do. Now, the one thing about Spin Tires that I love the most, and it's something that has struck me playing what little bit of this game that I have done, is that you didn't have to use a specialized truck. You could basically muck your way through anything as long as you had a little bit of skill and a lot of patience. And that got to be kind of how I liked to play the game. Oh, good, it's saving on me. As I'm sitting here just wasting gas talking. Oh, sorry. But yeah, it was a game where I started trying to use the most inappropriate vehicles to accomplish the missions. Well, basically, you have 2 kinds of vehicles. You've got 2-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive essentially, and all-wheel drive, which is the 4 by however many tires the damn thing's got on it. And you've got like scout vehicles, which are little pickup trucks and all these other things. And there's highway trucks, there's all-terrain trucks, there's off-road trucks. It's basically big rigs. And you basically load up the trailer you want and go do the mission you want to do. Now, on Spin Tires, that was basically very simple. It was just hauling logs. Now, let me get off this map. Yeah, you just basically picked up logs in one point and you dropped them off in another. And that was it. Your whole challenge was finding your way around the map. And being that they were all made of mud and gunk and hate, was quite a challenge. And then, of course, it had the, watchtowers and things like this, watch points they were called. And I got to where after I'd beaten all the regular bits of the game with, the 2-wheel drive truck, which most people never even played with because they tended to get it stuck in the dooryard. And there's a reason for that, and we will be covering that in a few minutes. But yeah, I got to where I'd take the 2-wheel drive truck and I'd do the entire map and 1-star it, which meant basically you beat it with only a 1-star truck. And then I started trying to see if I could accomplish stuff with the 1-star trucks. Like, I took a little tiny 2-wheel drive truck across the Deluge map, which was a giant flood. And they are documented on Steam, so I can prove it. Anyway, I'm sure you trust me. But yeah, so looking at the map, I thought, because I've only got a little time, and this is just basically the first impression video. There's a couple of really nearby things. we've got this watchtower we could go unlock, and that would be a good one. I'll probably actually do that one first. I'm just going to set a waypoint down here, and then another one back at the watchtower, just so I know where I'm going. And if we have time, maybe we'll do the drowned highway truck, and see if we can get that out. If not, maybe I'll do it as a two-part video and release both bits this week. But either way, that's enough talking. Let's get going. Oh yeah, I'm running already. So I remember how to get out of this freaking place. Oh yeah, over there. So, the one thing that struck me the most about this game immediately, besides the fact that the cameras, I mean, there's a dash cam, which is absolutely gorgeous, and let me look how to change the camera real quick, because I don't remember, I never bother with it. Yeah, the controls are very, very simplified, like this. Let's say I want to change the camera. How do I change the camera? I don't bloody know. Gonna tell me? Nope. Controls, that's all you get, is this. So, yeah, I mean, hey, I had gamepad and a steering wheel. I got a million things I can do, but I don't. I'm using the keyboard. I'm always a mouse keyboard player. That's how it goes. So anyway, there is a way to do it. I don't know it. I'll probably figure it out eventually, but like I said, I always drive from this camera anyway because it's so much easier for me to keep track of where I am and what I'm doing. And I'm not after hyper-realism, I'm after a little bit of fun on a challenge. Oh yeah, I just have to follow this road out. And it will get brighter here soon, so I apologize for starting this at night. That's just how it happened to work out when I got done with the tutorial. But I think it'll serve our purposes. Oh, in fact, here's our first bit of crappy road. And it's not crappy at all. It's fine. Yeah, this basically has, you know, pretty realistic damage. The physics are amazing, especially the terrain deformation, which is staggering. And here is where this is a bit of a problem. A little bit. For me, anyway. In fact, it'll become very obvious later. Now, being a keyboard player, and I'm assuming even the controller and them, unless you're using the analog sticks, have the same problem, is you only have go. You basically have go and stop. This, you do have a low-range box. I hate the transmission is complete crap. You do have a low-range box for if you get stuck, but in the original Spin Tires, you had a lot more. I mean, it sounds weird to think of a game like this in a sense of having control and finesse, but it did. It had a lot more finesse to it. You had a regular shift pattern, and you could go like up the drive line a little bit, and it was a lot more like having a clutch in a real truck. And I found it infinitely more rewarding. And this is basically going to make me go either full out or really bloody slow and not give me any control over how fast or slow I want to go. Because maybe I want more torque down on the low end, maybe I just want to blast through. And this one, I've got zero choice. Alright. Yeah, see, this is where this would be handy to have that degree of control. Let's get up here a little bit. Alright, turn wheels, hit reverse. A little bit of a nudge. Hit the gate. That again. You know what, we'll just stick it low for now. Oh yeah, park and brake. I will do that a lot. I'm really suffering trying to get used to the damn controls on this. Oh, and the pop-ups are annoying as hell. I don't care about light vehicles and heavy vehicles. I don't play this like regular people do. Alright, now we're going to see the most valuable tool in the toolbox, the winch. Oops. I hate the winch controls as well. And I'm sure they're something I will get used to eventually, but right now, they're a pain in the nuts. Hold on, let me check the map. How far off the road am I now? I'm not. I'm still kind of more or less on it. I'm just going the really horrible long way around, I guess. Oh, no, that looks right. Okay, there will be a fair bit of winching happening, just so you know. This is... Oh, whoops. I didn't want that. Alright, am I still attached to the thing? No. Okay. Let's reattach. Oh, handbrake. I don't want all-wheel drive. What the... Oh, I'm hitting the wrong key. Oh, don't be a muppet. Just get out of the hole. Pop that off. Yes, I know how to pull the winch. I know what I'm doing. You're not helping me. Let's try low gear. Nope. Alright, so we still need a little bit more love to get out of here. That's fine, we can do that. Alright, now what have I goofed? Nothing. There we go. Okay, apparently that's not going to be enough either. Oh. Oh, I have to detach that first, then I have to reattach that. And that didn't attach, so it's... Oh, yes it did. Okay. Right, now let's get you out of here. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Well, we are definitely going to have to get creative now. Yeah, this is the sort of job that ordinary, sane people would do with a scout truck, and me being an idiot doesn't. Now that's going to end in tears is what that's going to do. Let's try this. Just give it a little touch to see what happens. Oops. Handbrake off. There we go. Just nudge that over just a little bit. And we're back on the road now? More or less. Okay. Oh, now we'll use the side. No. What did we do last time? Come on, man. I just want to get there. There we go. We're on her up. No, I'm still in low. This will be in full blast if I'm going to do this. Come on. Over the hump. Get over the hump. Get over the hump. Okay. Apparently I hadn't gone far enough. There are days, I tell ya. Now make sure we're going. Brake off. How's that? That gonna help? Okay. No, we are still desperately stuck. Okay. We can fix this. I know we can fix this. I have spoken. Get it fixed. And back around to there. This is what I was talking about, patience. So yeah, this is a game that very much punishes impatience. Because your tires spin, you churn up the terrain. I don't know if you can see it yet, but we are ripping the holy hell out of this road. Okay, nope. Just brake. Alright, anything further up we can attach to. Actually, that seems like that would be better from this point. Attach that. Attach there. Now, very delicately. Very delicately. We're almost out of this. No, don't you undo all my progress. Don't you... Yeah, see how that just happened? I clicked on that button, and then I had to quick switch to the handbrake. Now I'm attached to something, and I don't know where. Oh, that's a good point. Do we have any good points over here? Probably not. Anything I can attach to? That's back behind me again. That's not going to help. Let's take a better look from this angle, see if we can see what we're doing. Nope. Well, I guess that's the best of a bad option. Oh, actually, let's try that. See if we can get that to do anything for us. Oh, we're almost out of here anyway. Come on. Swing around a bit. Hit release. One more time. Oops. Oh. Yeah, see, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do kind of that. Because I want the nose around a little bit. Come on. Come on, baby. Alright, parking brake. Yeah, we're almost out of here, I think. Oh, shit. Freaking parking brake again. Hit R, I wanted to drop the truck now, thanks. Now you're gonna tell me I'm stuck, aren't you? Let's just get a rocking a little bit. Yeah, see, now on the original game, I would be able to get out of here no problem. Yeah, now we're up in the rocks. Let's shit out of this crap. Ugh. I'm trying to use spin tires controls on this game. And it's not the same game, Digby. Pay attention. Yeah, this was a much easier scenario to get out of in the original when you had that degree of control over it. You could give it a lot of torque. Now, swing the nose around again. Let's get off that big rock. There we go. That looks more like it. Thinking this is definitely going to be a two-part episode, huh? Alright, what do we got we can grab? Anything? Just need to get it out of this, just a little bit off the track here. Get somewhere where it'll bite. Come on, baby. Yeah. Check this. I love the way the terrain deformation works in this game. Alright, we close enough to them yet? No, we aren't. Oh, bugger. What do I got? What's further ahead of the back end than the back end? You, barely, but hopefully you'll do. So you got the damn e-brake on. And now we'll see if we can reach something in the front. We can. I'm going to use this side though, because I don't want to tip the truck over. Turn off the handbrake. Oh, we went off-road. Maybe not. Nope, I guess we're on technically the road. Release the winch, and we're off. I think we will go down into low just to avoid trouble. We should be getting fairly close, yeah. So we're 208 meters away from the objective. The drive down should be considerably easier because, you know, gravity. But yeah, the game itself, I mean, the graphics obviously are gorgeous. This is amazing. And I do understand that at some point later on in the game you can find custom transmissions and stuff. But, I mean, I'm hopeful. I don't know how to put it, really. Let me think about it for a second. Okay, I really am enjoying my time with this game so far. I've liked what I've seen. The graphics are beautiful. I love the idea of all the mission games and stuff. It's got some... I'm going to toot the horn. It's got some really pretty terrain. But... I don't know. I guess the best way to put it would be that the biggest selling point of this game is that I can, you know, play the game my own way. I don't have to do anything in any sort of order. There's no linear progression or anything to it. You can just basically go fart around all day if you want and do whatever you like. But, and I suppose that actually would work very well for your average spin tires player. But the way I like to play Mudrunner is very different from the way most people play it. I like to make my life difficult, basically. And the original Mudrunner game was a lot more conducive to that. So yeah, see that right there? Ugh, drives me effing bonkers. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong keys, probably why. But get off of there. You get on there. I want you on there. I'm assuming that key, which again, the tutorial is a massive ball ache. It is not very clear. I can tell you I have hundreds of hours in on spin tires, and I struggled with this stupid tutorial. So yeah, the tutorial could be better, but I mean, you can muck through it. I assume mostly this game was designed essentially to be played in a very different style than the one I like to use, and that I'm going to have to learn a lot more about it. I'm not going to give up on it, and don't get me wrong, I do not hate this game by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's astonishing what they've accomplished here. And it is easily, far and away, the best, there's the watchtower open, the best off-road experience you will ever have on a computer. At least in this era of games. Now, you're going to be a pain. I'm going to do it the Digby way. And I'm going to back myself up with a tree. Oh, that's one of the Folly Downy trees. Okay, yeah. You're going to make my life difficult, aren't you? Yep, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to do it the easy way. And by easy way, I mean not so easy way. Yes, I do know the winch is still connected. I am shifting. Jesus Christ. Yeah, hate the transmission. That drives me crazy. Oh, shit. Now, see, I was in reverse. Now I've driven halfway down the damn hill and I didn't want to. Come on, get your nose round. Get your nose round. Yeah, see, with the old style, I actually had way better control. Yeah, come on, I just want the nose round a little bit. Can we do that? Can we do that for me? Put the nose round a little bit. That'll do. Yeah, with the old game, the one thing I had that this doesn't, that I miss the most, is probably that ability to give yourself, like, low range. In fact, I tell you what, when I get done filming this, I'm going to go record a little clip of the original, explaining what the hell I've been on about for the last 10 minutes, and I'll insert it here. So, I'll just pause and wait for me to get back to it. Okay, so this is what I was on about previously, with the difference between the new game and this one. As you can see, I'm on the new game, and it's probably worth a mention that I had to go to Steam to do this. I was playing on the Epic store because Mudrunner is actually a Steam game, but SnowRunner is an Epic exclusive. I know some people don't like that, and I'm sorry, I don't have a problem with it, I guess. Anyway, if you want to play it, you got to buy it on the Epic store. So, meanwhile, back in Mudrunner, this is what I was talking about with the transmission. Now, as you can see, I've got many degrees of low range. I've got many degrees of reverse. I've got auto if I don't feel like farfing with any of it, and I do have an overdrive even, which quite frankly is a bit of a faff. But yeah, the thing that is striking me as the biggest difference, or the thing that's irritating me the most, is that I feel like SnowRunner is only giving me automatic, full on that, and full on reverse. So it's like 3 gears instead of all the gears. And I'll show you why that irritates me. I'll do it like this. So we'll put it in what is... No, actually, we'll put it in automatic, because that's what the game tends to like you playing in. We'll fire this truck up. I'm sorry about this. We're parked at a garage, because this is where the map starts, and I picked this map because it's got the muckiest beginning. So yeah, let's see how easy it is to get out of here and over that little side road there. As you probably noticed, by being forced to go full tilt and spin my tires, I'm also being forced to chew up the terrain. And it's really making a mess. It's basically making me dig a trench that I'm now stuck in, or will be stuck in if I'm not careful. So yeah, see how much of a struggle this is to go anywhere in this? Because, again, I have to go full blast, and I don't like that. Now, I'm going to go back to main menu, I'll be right back, and I will show you the difference. And I'm back. I mean, same truck, same map, same deal. It's worth pointing out that this is the C256. It is a rear-wheel drive only truck. It's what would be called a highway truck in the new one, and it's got, I believe, diff locks, but nothing else. Now let's see that exact same thing, same scenario, no diff locks, no nothing else, just in ultra low range. And I'll show you exactly why this irritates me. Now see, now I have control. I can actually, you know, if I feel like upping it a little bit, I can go a little bit faster. If I start to get stuck, I can gear down. Notice how I'm not tearing the ground all to pieces? I mean, yeah, it takes a little more patience. I gotta go a little bit slower. But I have so much more control over it. I mean, I just feel like I'm way more in tune with the truck than I do on SnowRunner. And like I said, I'm really hoping at some point in SnowRunner, I'm given a transmission that will allow me to play like this, at which point I'll be the happiest camper on Earth. But yeah, please notice, we're just sailing merrily along, no problem at all. And this is without diffs even. And I'm not struggling anywhere near as much as I was with the other, you know, full blast bit. I'm still not tearing the ground up. And if I have to... Oh, I do have the diffs on. Okay, so it is the same essential thing. Yeah, it's so much more control. And I have that in reverse as well. So say I am stuck. Instead of just tearing my way out of here and not going anywhere, I can sort of gently ease my way out. I don't know. Like I said, if I've got one bugbear with the Snow Tires game, it's this. It's that lack of control that this game has, and that one, at the moment, at least in, you know, the initial days, doesn't. So, you know, I felt like this truck, in this game, I mean, it's rear-wheel drive. I've completed this entire map with nothing but this truck. And I am a little bit, I won't say upset, but I'm a little bit put off by the fact that I can't get that same feeling from snow tires yet. I mean, I'm hopeful. Again, I'm really, really hopeful. But alright, I'm gonna leave you here. I was just me showing you the difference of what I was talking about, so hopefully that now makes sense. And like I said, I'm going back to the video. I know how it turns out. Just stay tuned. You're in for a bit of a treat. Okay, see you back there. Okay, I'm back. Yes, it's only 2 seconds later. I haven't recorded yet, but I hope you enjoyed it, whatever it was. And I hope now that makes a little bit more sense, what I've been trying to say. Because, yeah, I don't have a low-range version of reverse, which drives me really, really nuts. And I don't have that degree of control over the truck that I had with the original. On the other hand, this is still a gorgeous game. There's a really, really nice game in here. I think I just need to find it. And I think, like I said, my biggest disappointment in this game is probably going to have to be the fact that I can't just jump in and play the way I want to. I have to... It's forcing me to play in a way I don't enjoy as much to get to where I can play it in a way that I do enjoy as much, which I'm sure also makes no sense. Yeah, recovery is not a thing. I don't do recovery. It also has, at least if it does, I have not seen it anywhere, no hardcore mode. And I really enjoyed hardcore mode on the original. As you probably know, if you've seen any of my videos, I enjoy hardcore mode on everything, basically. Because I'm a bit of a masochist, I guess. I don't know. Oops, I don't know what that cracking noise was on my headphones. Parking brake. Honestly. Alright, let's get back to this. Yeah. Alright, hold that thought for a minute. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a second. I'm going to push a bunch of random keys and see if I can figure out how to change the cameras. So, I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't blow the truck up or do anything stupid. That was quick. It was the first one I pushed. I didn't even edit it. So yeah, this is the inside the cab view, if you're interested. Again, I'm not, especially with the way the hands are in this, screw that. That drives me crazy. But yeah, if you like driving this way, it is available for you. The original one, the cab cam, was absolutely appalling. And we're back. Perfect. First button I'm pushed, go figure. Yeah, I hated the cam view in the original one. Alright, I don't know how long I've been playing. Probably not very. I got a little bit more time. Alright, we'll go do the next... we will go do the next personal objective I set for myself. And if we run out of time or whatever, if it runs over, I'll just cut it down. Yeah. Oh, give me the finesse, please.